Is feeding the homeless a crime? A new law in one Florida town says it is.
Back, the city of Fort Lauderdale has been making headlines over a fight between charity groups who want to feed the homeless and the city government prohibiting it in certain areas.
Across the United States, laws that prohibit food service to homeless people under the pretext of improving public sanitation and health use hunger as a weapon against people experiencing poverty to drive the unhoused away from certain public areas.
It's going to take more than jail or the threat of jail to keep us from being kind to people in need.
The dehumanizing laws many cities nationwide use to prohibit public feeding can be likened to "do not feed animal" signs posted outside restaurants. Still, instead of pigeons, human beings are denied a fundamental human right. Moreover, prohibitions against feeding do nothing to end homelessness or improve public health. Instead, they violate the constitutional rights of many charitable organizations and their spiritual mission to feed people experiencing poverty. Laws that prohibit serving food to the homeless create a humanitarian crisis of hunger throughout our cities, compound the trauma of homelessness, increase stress and anxiety, and harm the physical health of a highly vulnerable group of people who are condemned by poverty to live on our city's streets. There are many complex factors that contribute to food insecurity. Americans simply struggling to meet basic needs increases their risk of becoming food insecure, loss of income, or an accident beyond a person's control. Often, however, people suffering from food insecurity have become victims of a broken system that enforces policies rooted in structural racism. It is no coincidence that the same southern states with the highest food insecurity rates were also once slave-owning states and where Jim Crow laws were once heavily enforced. Historic discriminatory policies aimed at people of color continue to be felt today in many marginalized communities. According to Feeding America, in 2021, nearly 20% of Black individuals experienced food insecurity, more than 3 times the rate of white households. One of the many ways cities contribute to rising food insecurity is by enforcing laws prohibiting feeding homeless people in public areas.
The city says several of the volunteers from the Food Not Bombs group refused to provide their ID or obstructed justice and were placed in handcuffs. One was arrested, police said, the other 2 given citations.
That I'm being arrested right now is just showing how ridiculous this is.
I think people are going to bed hungry because of these people right here.
The rest of the crowd was angry. Volunteers carted away the